Welcome to solverfy.
We are asked to find the second least expensive communications network connecting the 5 computer centers in the problem posed at the beginning of this section. So, recall that in a previous exercise, we found that the least expensive communications network is the network which has the edge from Denver to San Francisco with a cost of $900, the edge San Francisco-Chicago with a cost of $1,200, the edge Chicago-Atlanta with a cost of $700, and the edge Atlanta-New York with a cost of $800. Now, in order to determine the second least expensive communication network, let's look at some of the options we have from the original graph. So, consider if we were to add the edge from Chicago to New York. This edge is $1,000. However, we can't add this edge without deleting either the edge from Chicago to Atlanta or from Atlanta to New York. So we see that if we remove the edge from Atlanta to New York, then our graph will overall be $200 more expensive, since it's 1,000 minus 800. And if we remove the edge from Chicago to Atlanta instead, then our graph will be 1,000 minus 700, or $300 more expensive. So it follows that if Chicago, New York is included, the cost of the network increases by at least $200. Let's consider some other options though. So suppose instead of Chicago linking to New York, what if Chicago linked to San Francisco? So we have that this edge has a weight of 1,300 now. However, the only way we can add this edge is if we remove the edge between San Francisco and Chicago, which is 1,200. And so it follows that if Chicago, Denver is included, then the cost of the graph will increase by exactly 1,300 minus 1,200, or $100. And this is less than the increase from including the edge from Chicago to New York. So it follows that the second least expensive communication network is going to be the network with the $1,200 edge removed and the edge from Chicago to Denver included. So our second least expensive network is going to look like this. I'm going to draw it in blue. So we have from San Francisco to Denver, and then from Denver to Chicago, and then Chicago to Atlanta, and Atlanta to New York. And so in other words, second least expensive network contains the edges Chicago, Atlanta, Chicago, Denver, Denver, San Francisco, Atlanta, New York.